Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to another episode of Shadows of Abaddon. Now, in the last video, we defeated Irenaeus, and we absolutely kicked the crap out of the newest, latest, greatest evil bug hole underneath the desert. But I gotta tell you a story, real quick. Let me tell you a little bit about Irenaeus. So, there's this item after you kill her that'll start to drop off a couple of the mobs down there if these people will get out of the way. It's called a Weaver Key. And I have quite a few of these, and they're pretty rare drops, but they're not super rare, but it opens up a chest down there. As you can see, I also have an enormous amount of Weaver Stone. This is all connected, I promise. So, I got this item called a needle, and it's what drops from a Weaver chest. It's a really, really powerful weapon that I managed to get up to Unreal. It has a lot of really, really cool uses, so I'll show that off first. So, this is the standard attack as a throwing weapon. And for some reason, I have a DPS meter that I was nice enough to get from my lovely traveling merchant who decided he was going to go all the way down here. Or, well, he was. He was down there just a second ago. Maybe he decided to come back up. But he was hanging out with the nurse down there in the underworld, which I guess is where she lives now. But anyway, this is its standard auto attack. And you can see it does a pretty decent bit of damage compared to the Venomite dagger. It penetrates, goes through enemies, it bounces off of walls whenever you hit it. But it also has a multitude of other uses. So if you're using, like, your up button, so I guess for me it would be W, it also functions as a grappling hook, which is pretty cool. Let me move around very quickly. It's a lot faster than the standard grappling hooks that you can get right now. Very fast. A lot of mobility right there, and it also has a secondary attack. Pressing down and using the item while midair initiates a flurry attack, and this just crazy. Does a huge burst of, like, crazy damage, which I feel might be very powerful against the Destroyer. Now back to Irenaeus and the whole situation involving the Empress's Den. I did not get a Weaver chest whenever this world generated for whatever reason. Because, I'll show you, I went down here and I absolutely annihilated this biome. I tore absolutely everything apart. I mined a whole bunch of tunnels everywhere. I got a whole bunch of stuff, used every weapon that I could to light up the area. There is not a single Weaver chest down there. It did not spawn in. And I don't know if it's a bug specifically because it spawned on top of a granite biome, and it also spawned on top of, like, a standard, like, underground house room. So there were a couple of chests that the biome ate, so maybe for whatever reason during the generation of the world, it just sort of was like, hey, there's a chest here where we want to spawn this, so, you know, it overlapped. Something happened, I have no idea. But long story short, I had to go to another world, I went and I killed a wall of flesh there, and I opened up the chest and I got Needle. Just because I was absolutely adamant that I was going to get this item because I had heard there was a secret and I had to get a secret. And I'm very satisfied with it. Like I said, it's a very powerful weapon, it has the potential to be pretty fantastic, so I'm excited to see how it works against the mechanical bosses. But anyway, next thing I wanted to talk about was this little area down here. This little new house. I was trying to make something look fancy, but I lack all forms of creativity, so I just ended up making this little underground base compound. It's a work in progress. I'm gonna put things down here. Maybe I'll put like a, you know, maybe like a nice little setup for my armor, maybe a trophy room if I even bother to get the trophies. I don't know. But the main thing is that I built this little area so I can start farming herbs properly, and I actually made a couple of ponds. Or I found a couple of places that I could go fishing at so I could start unlocking some of the new things that apparently you can get from that. Apparently that has something to do with this mysterious stone. This thing right here. Whatever it is. Speaking of mysterious stones, I forgot all about that. The mysterious gem. You should keep it for later use. I don't know what that does, but we'll find out at some point later. I have no idea. Whole lot of stuff going on, whole lot of things I did off camera, but that's pretty much the long and short of it. So that sums up my ranting and raving and rambling for right now. Next on the list, we don't have any more mod bosses up until after the after all of the mechanical bosses. So they're next on our list right now. We got to defeat the twins, the Destroyer, and Skeletron Prime. And what I'm thinking I might be able to do, perhaps, if I can do it quick enough, I don't know how fast I'll be able to actually defeat the bosses, but if I can, I'm going to try to beat all three of them in this video. That way in the next video, the next episode, we can just jump straight into more mod content, because you've all seen the mechanical bosses. If you've ever played Terraria before, you've already seen them a million times, you know what they do, you know what their gimmicks are, you know, you don't need to have any explanations, you know what happens to them, they get blown up. So, I'm gonna make all my potions, and I'm gonna wait until nighttime, and then we're gonna face off against probably the Destroyer first, because I want to see how this weapon all these things that I got actually work now. So that's what I'll do. I'll make some potions, and then I will see you whenever it is nighttime and time to face off against the Destroyer. So let's go. Okay, so it's finally nighttime. Let's get this show on the road. So, like I said, first on the list is going to be the Destroyer once I clear this area out. Of course, there's going to be werewolves everywhere. That's fine. We'll just have to deal with it. So, without any time wasting, so I can maybe squeeze 2 boss fights in one night, let's buff up and call forth the Destroyer. Where is he? Okay, he's coming from over here. Let's go like this, if it'll let me. There we go. Oh, my God. This is absolutely annihilating. Okay, well... And that's the end of the Destroyer. Well, maybe we will get 2 boss fights in one night. Okay, well, let's get all that stuff. We'll open it later because I feel like it drops pretty much the same stuff it always does. The next boss might be a little bit of a challenge because that's going to be Skeletron Prime. I'm saving the twins for last. So let's heal up real quick and then summon forth the big bad Bone Man himself, Metal Bone Man. And the nurse is all the way down there. Of course she is. That's right. Why would I have her spawn in a decent location? Okay, nurse, come back up here real quick. Nurse. Okay, that's better. Next up, we got the big bad Skeletron Prime. Let's call him forth. Bring it on. Okay, here we go. Let's jump up, do the same thing. A little bit harder to hit him because he's not all coiled together. How about we switch up to our Orb Flare? These does a pretty decent bit of damage right here. Let me try that a little bit. Focus on these little hands if I can. Maybe get a little bit of that poison going there. Let's just mix a little bit of these abilities together. See if we can do as much damage as possible. Already kicking his butt pretty good. Meteorites are not as effective on him because he's moving pretty fast. Yeah, oh my God, that Destroyer was an absolute pushover. Like I said, I mean, normally, I don't really expect much from him just because of how he is. Most mods generally give you all the tools available to absolutely annihilate him. Okay. So, onward with Skeletron Prime. Come on. There we go. You're not that much of a problem either, but you are still doing a good bit of damage. So let's take a bit of a step back. Maybe not. He's going to come over and say hi anyway. Come on. Let me heal up real quick. Come on. There we go. Kind of made a little bit of an oopsie there whenever I tried to use that ultimate attack right on his head. That was a mistake. Come on. Come along. Come on. There we go. Just need to hold still. Hold still. There we go. That's something that I don't want to get caught in. I was very tempted to use that ability whenever he was doing his spin. That's unwise. I've detected. I've detected that is unwise. There we go. Right there. Let's blow all of his arms up. Let's, disarm him. Oh, boy. I am just overwhelming with comedy, aren't I? We're going for ultimate humiliation. There we go. Look at him. Look at him up there, so pathetic. Oh, you're so scary. Oh, my God. You're terrifying. Oh, and he's dead. Now, do I actually have the ability to do the twins tonight? That might be a little bit of a problem. Let's do it. Let's try to knock this out. I believe in ourselves. I need to re-up on some potions. That might be wise. Let's re-up on our potions and then see if we can hammer out the twins real quick. All right, potions are back up. Let's go. Bring it on, twins. Let's see it. Come on. They're pretty long range, so I don't know if I'll actually have the ability to get in there and do any serious damage to them, but this has some pretty decent range. I might have to resort to the Orb Flare for these guys, though. Might have to do that, but there you go. There we go. Come on. We got to do this fast. We don't have much time. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on, twins. You're the bane of my existence usually. Please don't be this time. I just need to kill you. I just need to defeat you. I just need to defeat you. There we go. Come on. Big ol' eyeballs. Big ol' eyeballs bringing all the death. There we go. I'm missing everything. Look at that. Impeccable MLG accuracy right there. Phasmatism, you gotta go down first. You are my least favorite of all of your eyeball enemy friends. There you go. Look at that. You're not the Eye of Cthulhu, buddy. I'm sorry. Your speed does not impress me. There we go. Look at that. You've been gimped. Goodbye. Come on. I just gotta get you to chill. Just gotta get you to come down here. I have a plan. I have a plan here. I'm not trying to waste too much time, but I have a plan. Actually, I just gotta get you directly above me. That'll actually make this pretty effective. There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, I can hear him. Okay. There we go. This just gives me flashbacks. Every single time I do this boss fight in a modded Let's Play, it always just brings back the flashbacks of that vanilla Let's Play where they absolutely kicked my butt 6 ways from Sunday. Now the tables have turned, and it's game over. There we go. All 3 of the mechanical bosses done in one night. That's the kind of MLG strats I'm talking about. So let's head back over here and take a look at what all we got. So, first up, we have the Destroyer. Let's open up that treasure bag. Got the standard Hallow Bars and a mechanical wagon piece. Next, Skeletron Prime. There's our Souls of Fright. We got 50 Hallowed Bars now. And our treasure bag from the twins are 33 Souls of Sight. We're up to a grand total of 82 Hallowed Bars. Oh yeah. Okay, let's put all this stuff in here. Let's deposit it and see what all I can make with this stuff now. Because I think, okay, all right, let's start here. Let's start at weapons, okay. So there's the standard stuff. That's weapon out. There's gotta be some new things that I can make. Doesn't look like there's any new melee stuff. Something called the Aegean. What do I do with that? It's just a yo-yo? Okay, well that's made out of lapis. I guess I must have missed making that thing. But what about range? Nothing new there. Horrific Assault. Okay. It's an upgrade of our Clockwork Assault Rifle. Musket balls are set ablaze and turn to Singe bullets. Singe bullets are faster. Yeah. There's the not being able to talk right. They're throwing a party to celebrate my awesome defeat. Or maybe they're just throwing a party to celebrate another night where they didn't all get murdered. I don't know. But anyway. Horrific Assault. Singe bullets are faster, deal more damage, and singe enemies. And then, what else do we got? Mage? Anything for mage? Any love for mage? Oh, that reminds me. All of these things, I actually used that little area down there that I had all those plants growing in, all my herbs. I actually managed to get the thing that this stuff all crafts all together, which was, it was quite an ordeal because it uses a pretty substantial amount of herbs. It's a lot of resources altogether, so I had to do a serious amount of literal farming. But I will show you that real quick, actually, because it's definitely a weapon that I'm not using. Even though I'm not a mage, it's definitely something that I'm not going to use right now. But it's called Death's Garden, and it fires a burst of dark flowers. I want to show you this. Look at that sprite right there. That model is really cool looking. And the actual attack, it's like a Vile Thorn, but it also has, like, spinny death flowers, whatever that is. But that's something that's really cool. You got to make that out of, like I said, a whole bunch of herbs, but I did it just to, you know, just for the sake of doing it, because I said that I would make it and that I would show it off. But there you go. Very cool weapon if you're just starting out into hard mode and you need a very powerful mage weapon. I feel like that would have been very, very useful against just about every boss that I fought. So up next for throwing, we have something called a Hallowed Decapitator. Throws a bouncing Hallow Shuriken. I imagine that it just bounces off of solid blocks and it penetrates through enemies. That's what I'm imagining. So we gotta make our pickaxe axe so we can go over and explore the jungle eventually, if I'll end up getting around to doing that in this video, which maybe not. Who knows? There is something new in the desert that I was told that I can make now that I have hallowed bars. Let's pop it into Recipe Browser to see what it is. Okay, right here. It's this throwing set called the Cairo Crusaders set, I guess. It's a nice throwing set, and it's made out of some forbidden fragments, desert quartz, ancient cloth, and a whole bunch of hallowed bars. So eventually, at some point, we're gonna have to go over there and check all that stuff out. Eventually, I'll probably end up doing that off camera because all that stuff, that just looks like a whole lot of farming. And does anybody really have the patience to sit over there and wait for a sand elemental to actually show up? I don't know how everybody else is, but with me, I can't seem to get lucky enough to get one to actually spawn. But maybe I might end up going over there and grabbing that stuff, get a nice little upgrade before I head over to the jungle or whatever this new boss requires of me. This Queen's Rose that I need to make to fight Rainier. Harpy Queen Rainier, I guess, is just going to be like a hard mode version of Jensen. So we'll have to see all that stuff. But anyway, yep, like I said, we're going to have to take a look over there at some point and see what all the desert has in store for us now. And as for accessories, it looks like there's nothing new. I can make an Avengers emblem now, but I kind of want to save up these Souls of Might for what I saw over here very briefly. These items that I can make. This Stage 1 Mystic Stone, which is used to upgrade the Claymorine to Stage 1. I don't know what that is, if that's a weapon or something. Maybe it has something to do with the fishing that I have to go digging around for. I have to go fishing for some stuff. I mean, I don't know, Claymorine, marine, ocean, what comes to mind. So maybe I gotta go digging around for stuff like that over there. Might take me a while with just a Fisher of Souls. But I mean, hey, that's what the angler's for. Who I don't actually think I have yet, so it might be worth making a little expedition to the ocean. Have I been to the ocean? I was gonna say, I don't even remember going over there. It's been so long. And then there's this thing called an option staff. Summons up to 4 options to fire additional range projectiles. It's a 1-minute duration. I don't know what that is. I don't even have the slightest clue, but I think I'm going to make that just because. I know I'm not going to be able to use this now. I'm going to have to farm up some more bosses, but that's all stuff that I can do in time. So let's make this option staff and see what all I can do with it. So, option staff. Okay. So, it summons the option supports you with extra firepower. What? Okay, so it's a... What is it? Is this a summon? Does it do different things? Can I get an enemy over here so I can see if it does anything? I have no idea what this is. This is very different. It's just kind of swarming around me. I don't know what this is. Is this a reference to something? This is screaming this is a reference to something to me right now. I need an enemy. Find me a test dummy. Where are the slimes at? I need a slime. There's a slime. What does it do? Does it do anything? Does it make it so my abilities do other things? Do I do more damage? Does something happen? Huh. Well, it definitely doesn't make me get hit for less. Is it making my critical strike go up? My defense? I don't know what's going on here. I might need to dig around a little bit and see what all that does, but... Okay. There's something new. Oh well, I guess it can't hurt to have it out, so we'll leave it here. We'll leave it in the old inventory and see what it does. Does it make new attacks happen? Is it doing something? There's not really a... I don't know. I don't see it. Oh well, I don't know. Okay. But that's pretty much it. That looks like that's all that I can craft with what I have in my inventory right now. As I said before, I'm going to have to make a trip over to the desert and get all that good stuff before I go on any serious expeditions. Right now, something that I want to do, since I didn't do it after Irenaeus. I keep forgetting to check out these new NPCs and see what else they have to sell to me now. So let's do a little bit of looking around there, see if they got anything new. So let's talk to the decorationist. Is any of this stuff new? It's been a while since I looked at this. Got Kappa, Daryl, Kip Smug, I think the Flipped F statue. This stuff is all the same old, same old. Old Fury Forge's little monument down there. What about Sylvester? Got anything new? Decree Chop, music boxes. There's the stuff for Irenaeus. That's really cool. I love the soundtracks from that whole biome down there, even though I absolutely might have broke it. I still love it. So, that's fine. And what about you, Desmond? Do you have anything new to sell to me? Got Decree Fur again. Thank you so much. I really needed that. Pandalar Sigil. We're absolutely going to buy that. It's shame that... Oh, boy. It is a shame that I didn't build this place centered. So now I can't put it in the middle. Whatever. We'll put it over here in the corner. Does it do anything? It glows. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that. What else you got there? Got a hero shirt and hero leggings. Okay. This is a One Punch Man reference, I'm pretty sure. Can I equip this? Yes, I can. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's a One Punch Man reference. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that absolutely looks like Saitama's set right there. So, okay. That's pretty cool. Does that actually make me indestructible? Does it do anything cool? That'd be pretty neat. That'd be absolutely hilarious if that set gave me the ability to accidentally one-shot things just because. Just walk up to it with a copper short sword and hit the Moon Lord in the face and it just explodes and wipes half the planet out. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, whatever. You know what? I'll hold on to that. Thank you, Pandalar. That's very nice. Alright now. I think I'm actually going to call it quits here. It might end up being a little bit shorter, but I don't want to do too much because I don't want to run the risk, of course, as always, of ending up making a big 30-something minute long video. And I feel like that'll happen if I go out looking for whatever this thing, Rainair, is. So we'll go and we'll get that desert stuff off camera, and then when we come back, it'll be nothing but non-stop mod content. You know, until we hit Plantera, and then we gotta deal with all that. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna call it an episode here, guys. So thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you're having a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.